What if I told you?
The road to the Olympics is filled with challenges.
And some more than others.
So, it seems like you've overcome a lot of things to get to the Olympics.
You know, just my whole life, I just could never figure out how to tie my shoes, tie anything. And when I was growing up, my parents always used to tie my shoes for me, which was so helpful, but they're like, Sam, you're an adult. Get your life together, you know?
You know, Sam, I'm not sure if you've really tied up this story well enough.
I can't put my shoes back on after chapel. I'm always late to everything because I can't tie them. The laces are always getting dirty. Ever since my parents stopped, my life has just been so much more difficult.
Now, Akuna, are you sure you knew what was right to do in this situation? You could have left it to chance.
I can't tell the difference between, left and right. So that's been a difficulty. I'm always going the wrong way. You know, running and trying to go left, I'm not sure which way I'm going. So that's been a difficulty to overcome. You know, I'd never go in the right dorm. They told me to go left, but they kept yelling at me and I had no clue of where I was going. And I went into the guys' dorm.
So, Josh, it seems like you've had a backwards approach towards this race.
You know how Drake talked about starting from the bottom and now he's here? Well, I had to start from here and go to the bottom. I moved backwards. I cannot run forwards. It all started back when I was playing basketball, and I could never shoot because I got so scared of looking at my opponent in the face. I just had to start running backwards. And then eventually, you know, once competition started to get up and I couldn't play basketball anymore because I had to go like this. And my neck got sore and it got so stiff, I had to retire from basketball, which made me pursue other sports. Training can be tough sometimes. Like when I was training at camp the other day, I was running backwards as I always do. And then all of a sudden I found myself in the street and Nathan accidentally sent me home. I tried to tell him that, you know, I was just training and practicing, but he said, don't matter, can't cross the camp boundaries.
You know, Alyssa, I've really got to hand it to you. You've had a lot to overcome.
What difficulties didn't I have to overcome to get to the Olympics? Having hands for feet, you would think that wouldn't be such a horrible thing, you know, that basically a monkey, but there was a lot of social embarrassment and stigma that goes around having hands for feet. I could never get a mani-pedi. I'd get mani-manis, but people don't do that. I've ordered all my shoes online because I'm just too scared to set hand in a shoe store. And I can't go in the kitchen because I don't have shoes. You can't just wear gloves in the kitchen. You need shoes.
But in spite of all of that, I discovered non-tying shoes, which is why I've made it to the Olympics, thanks to my Crocs. I put them in sport mode. I'm all set to go.
I never really overcame it, but you came to the conclusion that it's wherever I want left to be is where I go. It's wherever I want the right to be is where I'll go, in my own direction.
Yeah, at first it was difficult, we use this at first to help with my fear of seeing my opponent's determination against me. Then eventually it just became the way because it just helped my competition so much as I was determined to see the fear in my opponent's eyes as I slowly ran past them and they realized there was no hope left for them to beat me.
You know, I've really come a long ways, and I think now I'm beginning to change my focus, and I'm viewing having hands for feet as a strength rather than a weakness. What if I told you
The road to the Olympics is filled with challenges.
And some more than others.
But that's what makes you win.